Hello and welcome to Sew and Stack. It's been a minute, but today I'm sharing you the process of making my own patterns to hand sew felt items. I'm a bit of old school, so I sketch what's in my mind onto a paper and then develop it into a pattern. I'm thinking of making a face of an elephant, and the first thing is getting an idea about the size. I'm using this for a garland, and considering that I'm thinking about roughly 9 by 4 inches. This is a sketch, so there is always space for an alteration. The fun part in hand sewing felt is you don't have to leave much space for seam allowance. The size of the finished product is almost the size of the pattern. First, I'm sketching the main part of the elephant's face. This gonna be our base pattern. I'm just adding round face shape with 2 large ear parts. Since it's only a face, I want 2 ears to stand out bigger in the pattern. After sketching the main part of the face, I'm moving to sketch the trunk. I want it to extend out, and it has to be a separate piece from the main pattern. I'm not much of an artist, and you don't have to be one to make your own patterns. Then I'm gonna sketch a separate piece for ears, because the ears are one of the main focus points in this pattern. Keep in mind that the only reason I'm not drawing both sides is just because this is only for pattern making. I'm going to use the same piece for the other ear. Finally, I'm sketching the eyes. I believe eyes and mouth gives life to these handmade pieces. I'm thinking of making them little bigger this time to make it cuter. When you think your pattern came out okay, make sure you have thick lines around the pattern because we're gonna trace some pieces to a different paper. After doing the necessary final touches, I think I'm good to go. Get another white paper and trace it out the pieces you're gonna sew into the main part, like the ears, the trunk, and the two different parts for the eye. Make sure to write which is which in the pattern piece so you won't get confused in the next day. And I also usually try to keep my patterns separately from one another just to simplify things. After tracing those pieces, we only have to cut out the pattern. First, I'm cutting out the ones we traced, the trunk, ears, and the pieces for the eyes. Please keep your fabric cutting scissors away from this. I always keep a separate pair of scissors for paper cutting. After cutting the small parts, I'm moving to the base pattern, which gonna be the face of the elephant. Go ahead and cut the trunk part because we already traced it separately. In this video, I'm only sharing you the pattern making process and the final product. Making your own patterns and then sewing it together to make something is really interests me. Yes, I do have a small business and this is what I do, but try it out sometime. Make a plushie of your own just to have fun with it. And please let me know how it turned out. When you draw, you add all the fine details using your paintbrush. Likewise, when it comes to sewing, you're gonna use your needle for that. In this one, I have added little bit of lines for the eyes and the trunk. I select grey color as the main color theme, but selecting colors is all up to you. You can experiment with any color. Hope you have enjoyed this video and got an idea about my process of pattern making. I would love to know how you make your own patterns. So please leave a comment and share your process as well. Bye for now, and I'll join you in the next video.